What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the PPL. It's been like a long ass time since I've said that. It's pretty much been so long because nobody has gotten their matches done. Like, we just finished week 8 like 2 days ago, and the whole league is supposed to be over by now, so like nobody's getting their shit done. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna upload this and have like week 10 and then just like the final week until I feel like I can upload at least 2 of them in succession. Like, that just makes sense to me. I don't like being this late on things, and it's just become a little crazy, honestly, and I truthfully really dislike it. But it's still the PPL, and I love the PPL. But this is week 10. We are going up against Jack, aka the Donphanatic, the founder of the PPL. Absolutely amazing dude. Love the dude to death. Okay, so shout out to Showdown for being an absolute stupid website, and it is playing an ad non-stop for some reason that has audio playing through my computer. Anyway, he's been having a little bit of a rougher season. It's more so due to, I think, I don't know how to put this without sounding insulting. I think it's more of a lack of a team that doesn't fit Jack than Jack not being good or Jack playing poorly. I think it has to do with it's a team that Jack isn't really the best with. However, I'm not going to count him out. He's still an awesome player. He's still really good at the game. He's also pretty lucky, as am I. So it's pretty much going to come down to who can get more lucky this game, and that's a little upsetting. However, I've made a team that I think will absolutely demolish a lot of his team. Let's go ahead and talk about his team for a minute. I don't really remember everything that he has because I don't really feel like looking everything up. He has Mega Gallade, Skarmory, Heliolisk, Arcanine, Tangrowth, Metagross, Aromatisse, Crawdaunt. I don't know if I already said Heliolisk, but he has 2 other mons. You know what? I might as well just pull up the PPL doc while I'm talking about it. Ideally, biggest threat on his team to me is Mega Gallade. Like, I have nothing that can switch into that thing repeatedly. Even a fully physically defensive Mega Scizor, it can switch into rocks and close combat twice. Like, I can switch into rocks and 2 close combats. I cannot switch into rocks, close combat, rocks, close combat. Can't be done. So that's one thing that's extremely scary. Okay, I have his entire roster up. Mega Gallade, Skarmory, Aromatisse, Tangrowth, Arcanine, Heliolisk, Noivern, Crawdaunt, Metagross. So he only has 8 mons. That's 9. JK. I can count. But that's basically his team. I pretty much, my offense completely destroys his entire defensive core. Like, Nidoking can straight up destroy literally his entire defensive core. Skarmory, Thunderbolt, Aromatisse, and Tangrowth, Sludge Wave. And then Earth Power for Arcanine if he wants to bring that bulky. Like, it just straight up destroys his entire defensive core. And he actually doesn't have a whole lot for rain either. Like, if I can get the rain up and I can have his team weakened a little tiny bit or his walls broken down by my Nidoking, I can pretty much just sweep literally his entire fucking team with Kingdra. Like, that's just what it comes down to. I need a couple of things. I need Crawdaunt to not be set up. I need Crawdaunt weakened a little tiny bit so I don't have to risk Draco Meteor against it with Kingdra. I need Tangrowth weakened, and I need Aromatisse weakened, and I need Skarmory to have its Sturdy broken. That's pretty much it, because if Skarmory comes in on rocks plus like a Dragon Pulse or something, Surf kills it after that. So it's like I literally just need a little tiny bit of chip damage on everything. Kingdra sweeps him. So 100%. Mega Scizor also does a decent amount to this team, because unless he has a Whirlwind on Skarmory, SD Mega Scizor just sweeps him. Like, I mean, I guess he has Arcanine, but Arcanine doesn't like rocks. He'd have to Will-O-Wisp me if I have like sub or something. So it's difficult for Arcanine to be the only check, especially to a rain team. It's very hard for Arcanine to be the only check to a mon. Noivern, I guess you could say, but even then, Bullet Punch just straight up destroys it, and because it's priority, I will beat it. But yeah, Torn T I think does a decent amount this game, but not in the typical sense. I'll go over that in the team. Let me see what else I have that I think did a lot. Oh, another huge thing that absolutely destroys and poops all over his entire team. Zoroark. Like, this thing just absolutely does. It's insane how much work this thing can do. So my main thought process with this was get everything weakened with Nidoking, sweep with Zoroark, Torn, or Kingdra. That's pretty much my entire mindset going into this. So the first mon that I kind of want to go over is the obvious one, and that's Kingdra. I'm running a modest Life Orb Kingdra. It's pretty much the only set that I've ran with Swift Swim is Surf, Draco, Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse. It shits all over his team. I wanted to run Scald, however, I needed Surf to be able to pick up the kills that I needed to on things like physically defensive Skarm, things of that nature. Well, no, Spadef Skarm. I needed it for that. Also, this after Rocks, I believe. I think after Rocks it kills Crawdaunt. Easily 2 KOs, AV Metagross. Like, it does a lot of damage to his team. It sweeps him. Realistically, if I get in the rain, it sweeps him. He has to pick his sacks, and if I've worn down his wall core, all he has is sacks. So now I have my Mega Scizor. I have Roost, U-Turn, Bullet Punch, and Iron Head. I have Iron Head specifically because I can 2 KO Aromatisse. That's pretty much it. I wanted to run Swords Dance, however, at +2, I'm not able to OHKO things like Metagross. I'm also not able to I'm not able to beat Aromatisse. I'm not able to do a lot of things without extra coverage. And because I do not think Metagross is going to be coming to this game like whatsoever, I feel like it's the last thing that will be coming. I'm not going to bring Knockoff, U-Turn, Bug. I'm not going to bring like Knockoff because I have U-Turn that can deal a little bit of damage to Metagross, but it's like I want to be able to beat that Aromatisse to make sure that I can just spam Draco Meteors and get a kill with it. Physically defensive, quite literally the only switch in I have to Mega Gallade. Literally the only thing I have to switch into it. So I had to do it. The next mon on the team is actually going to be Damp Rock Politoed with Scald, Ice Beam, Encore, and Earthquake. You might be asking, why Earthquake? Well, Timmy, let me tell you. With a minus attack nature, Earthquake actually still does more to Heliolisk than Focus Blast would, so I don't have to risk the miss. I get guaranteed hits, and if he's something like AV Metagross with no HP investment, Earthquake actually does more than a Scald would, outside of rain. If I like switch this thing in, whatever, you know what I mean. Encore is there pretty much because if he wants to be like uninvested speed, or I think it was Adamant Crawdaunt. Where's the calculator? Hold on, I want to make sure that I have the speed right for Crawdaunt before I tell you this. So if he's like Adamant, not max speed, I can outspeed him. He has to have like almost no speed investment though. But I can still outspeed him and I can encore him into Swords Dance. I can also encore things like Aromatisse. I can encore things like Tangrowth into things like Leech Seed, so he can't really hurt me, and then I get a free switch into another mon that you'll see here in a minute, and I can set up with it. So there's a lot that Encore could be useful for, but mainly this thing is there to just switch into the likes of Noivern. I cannot be 2 KO'd by Specs, Boom Burst, or Hurricane. Cannot be done, so that's really, really useful. The next mon that I wanted to go over was going to be my Expert Belt Zoroark. Running Dark Pulse, U-Turn, Sucker Punch, and Sludge Bomb with 180 in speed. I believe that is enough to outspeed Arcanine. I feel like it's Arcanine. It might not be Arcanine. Can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long time since I've looked at this team. Max special attack, 76 in attack. The 76 in attack is actually pretty important because with Expert Belt, Sucker Punch, it does a decent amount to Metagross and I believe it was Gallade. I think without the Expert Belt boosted, but that 76 in attack does get more damage off on the Gallade. So it's going to come in handy having that little bit of extra attack power. U-Turn to gain me some momentum. Also, if I want to U-Turn on, say, the Crawdaunt, I can get off a lot of damage on that because of the U-Turn, plus Expert Belt. And Sludge Bomb is there pretty much only for Aromatisse and Tangrowth. It does a lot of damage to his team. If I can use this to also weaken down his team for Kingdra to sweep up late game, I will be extremely happy. It just comes down to how quickly I can wear him down. So this next mon is actually going to be the meme, quote-unquote, of the team, or the I think it's probably going to be the biggest win con because it kind of depends on if he preps smart. If he brings Whirlwind on his Skarmory, this Tornadus set does not bring Whirlwind, this Tornado set actually sweeps him. I'm bringing a bulk up Wakanberry Superpower Acro knockoff Torn. So Jack will know that I have a couple of things that I can stop his Volt Switching with. I have Electivire, which I use to stop a Thundy T. I have Nidoking, which can stop it. So I don't think he's going to be bringing U-Turn over Volt Switch. Meaning, if I lead off with this and he wants to lead off with something like Heliolisk, then I instantly get to either A, figure out if it's Scarfed or not, B, kill it with a Superpower, C, he clicks Thunderbolt, pops my Wakanberry, and I have full power Acrobatics, and all... I said one ABC, I think. I don't even care. But literally, if he does not have Whirlwind on his Skarm, I can set up on Skarmory up to +6, and at +6, 2 superpowers do kill him. Well, +6 and +5 superpower kill physically defensive Skarmory. Acrobatics, without any boost at all, kills Mega Gallade, and I outspeed Mega Gallade 100% of the time, meaning that I'm actually able to just straight up plop it in the face, and that's pretty cool. I have a lot of hope for this set if I have his team weakened. Also, if he wants to bring like a Spadef AV Tangrowth to try to switch into Kingdra, this thing too, it KOs Tangrowth as well. It does a lot of damage to his team, a whole lot of damage. And especially without the Wakanberry, I can guarantee live a hit. With the Wakanberry, I can guarantee live a hit from Heliolisk, and I can plop it with a superpower, and that's one of the biggest threats in my team, just down right away. I really like this Wakanberry bulk up Torn. I hope it wins. I hope that this just 6-0s him, because that would make me so happy. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call from my mom, but anyway, the final mon that I kind of want to go over is probably going to be the biggest wall breaker to his team. That's going to be my Life Orb Nidoking. I'm running 236 in speed modest. That's enough to outspeed, I believe, defensive uninvested Arcanines, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's for. It might be max speed. I think it's max speed Metagross. I think. Either way, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, and Stealth Rock. Yeah, breaks down everything on his wall core. Makes it very easy for Kingdra to sweep up late game. Yeah, I really like this team. I really like the bulk up Torn. I really like offensive bulk up Torn. It's really cool. But that's pretty much the team. I know I'm not doing graphics and regular things like that for this video, but that's just because, again, it's so late that I don't have the motivation to do actual editing and anything like that. So if you guys are more interested into what the team is actually going to be, then I can like leave some things and stuff in the description so you guys can know. But the battle should be up probably within the next couple days, and then the final game of the PPL should be up within the next week or so. It'll be out before Sun and Moon. I know that for a fact. If it's not done before Sun and Moon, I'm just going to say that I won the league, and I'm not even going to think about it, but it's whatever. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.